What's up, BZ Dynasty? This is your boy, the man, the myth, and the legend, Mr. J.B. Zion on the track. Y'all show me some love, show me some love, show me some love. So what's up, family? Shalom to all my Israelite brethren, my melanated chosen race of the Most High. Yeah, I love you guys. I'm back with another banger. So you guys, as you already know, this is your favorite Israelite, your dreaded hero, Yoruba. But now Ephraim of the tribe of Joseph, I'm on this scene again. Y'all, I'm just so hyped, y'all. I just wanted to have a conversation a little bit. Now, as you guys may or may not know, I have not dealt with... Okay, let me be careful on how I talk about this, y'all. As you probably see in the title, I'm going to talk a little bit about COVID, right? And it's not just about COVID. It's really about where we are on the scene in terms of from a prophetic standpoint. What is the Most High doing? What season are we in? Now, this is coming from an Israelite perspective, right? You guys may have seen a lot of people talking about COVID, talking about the book of Revelation, talking about the mark of the beast, talking about how the scripture says that no man should be able to buy nor sell except they receive this mark in their arm and in their head and that kind of thing. I'm going to go a little bit into that. I'm going to talk about It's a sensitive subject, but what we see going on right now, at the very least, is a dress rehearsal, you guys. What we have going on is a dress rehearsal for what we may be to expect in the future, all right? I'm not necessarily saying that this is what's going on now, that the vaccine is the mark of the beast and that kind of thing, but we do see the political arena paving the way for that type of authority where a government is mandating people to put something in their body against their will, right? To be able to have their job. We're looking at Kyrie Irving, they're putting pressure on him. The whole NBA and a lot of the, even Aaron Rodgers, I believe, he lied about taking it. I think Antonio Brown falsified a vaccination card. It's a lot going on, y'all. The government is seeking to take away the fundamental constitutional rights that this country was founded on. I say that, you guys know I'm an Israelite, so I mean, I know a lot of things that this country has professed to believe in. Nah, brother. You know what I'm saying? But we're just talking about the letter of the law. This is going against fundamental rights of freedom, right? Freedom of this is your body, you know, that kind of thing. And my perspective on it is, in terms of what's going on, they're really trying to divide people right now, right? And you know, on the job that I work with, they sought to try to do the mandate thing and that kind of thing. And I got my letter in, got my COVID letter. I even did the flu letter. Like, we going strictly natural. A lot of Israelites catching the spirit of the Most High where he's going in terms of his people bettering themselves. As y'all can probably see, your boy done lost buku weight. I've been eating better. My skin, I could do better in terms of drinking more water. I've been trying to do a gallon a day. Me and Shiny D going natural with the locks. We trying to eat cleaner. We trying to meal prep. We just trying to be better, right? We trying to cut out fast food and a lot of this stuff. And you catch hell for that kind of stuff, right? And the COVID vaccine, the vaxxers versus the anti-vaxxers, has really split people down the middle, right? But the thing that amazes me is Christians, y'all. Like, people that are not spiritually awakened, right? People that don't look at the times. Like Christ said that y'all can tell what the weather is like by looking at the sky, but you can't tell what's going on. But basically, this is the thing. I feel as if, based on scripture, that this is setting us up for the end. You already hear a lot about rumors of wars. You hear a lot of that going on, right? You hear Russia talks. You hear China talks. Now, we know Russia is Gog of the scriptures. Magog is like the ruler of Gog. It's a title, really. So when you hear about Gog and Magog, the battle of Armageddon, a lot of Bible scholars, and when you look at the history of that people, of Japheth, Genesis 10, and a lot of other scriptures, that Russia is a prime figure. So you're hearing a lot of wars going on. You're hearing people trying to make you put this in your body, right? And say that, oh, well, this is for the health of other people. And if you work in certain environments, you shouldn't put people at risk by you not being vaccinated. And it's crazy because I work in healthcare and I understand that the clinical trials that are usually necessary before something becomes finalized in terms of acceptable for the public as a vaccine. And this has gone through none of that, but on emergency orders and later approval by the FDA and that kind of thing, mainly because of the pressure of the moment. Now people are being forced to put this thing in their body that is not proven to fight against COVID, but oh well, it's going to lessen the symptoms or keep you off a ventilator. I know people that got the vaccine and shortly after they came down with COVID. So I hope this video, I'm not trying to get this video taken down. I mean, I know it's a sensitive subject, but in terms of what this country was founded on, fair use, freedom of speech, I feel like we do need to, as a people, be able to just talk. And I think that's why race exists. Like, black people feel like our voices have never been heard in terms of reparations, in terms of our history being restored. Man, we're Israelites. The Africans and the Moors that we come from were Israelites, and oh, well, that stuff doesn't matter. But like, our country is afraid to have the difficult conversation, and that goes into the church. That goes into everything where we deal. This is beyond race, color, and that kind of thing. This is just, can people sit down and have a conversation, right? And our whole family thing is like, we're not doing it. we're not gonna do this. Just because you guys say it, we're going to eat right. We're going to trust the Most High. We're going to, if we do get sick, you know, we're going to pick vitamin C, you know, eat. And a lot of this stuff is stuff that you should be doing, right? We're so reactive as a people that if you're proactive, your body really is, if you feed your body the right things, it's like a car. It's going to perform at its highest level. And it's going to cut down the risk of something happening, right? So that's just like with being sick. Like, if you're eating right, if you're being proactive, and it should prepare you for, you know, that kind of thing. And I know a lot of you guys, a lot of my Israelite family are like, man, this. I heard people call them the lollipop, like, this is the mark of the beast and that kind of thing. It is looking like this is, if this is not it, this is just setting the stage for a one world order that is going to be able to tell people like, y'all, check this out. In Australia and other European countries, you have to have that vaccination card to get groceries, to be and to be able to fly, like on an airplane. I think America just now lifted restrictions, but even America was doing that kind of thing. You can't fly, you can't do this, you can't do that. Like, I heard a guy saying that he had an appointment, he had to show his vaccination card. I'm like, man, what is this? Like, I see it for one thing, that if this vaccine was verified to have quenched COVID, and it's just outright biological terrorism for you not to get this vaccine, because it's proven that this is ending this pandemic that we're going through. I see if that was the case, but it's people catching it worse after the vaccine. Like, I know people that just recovered from COVID and had got both the vaccine. And what I'm saying is, y'all, we just need to have a realistic conversation about this stuff. We need to allow people to be able to voice their concerns and their opinions without being labeled some anti-vax. I was like, where do we get these terms from that people come up with? Because all it does is just reinstill that group of people putting their foot down and saying, well, I especially ain't getting it now. You're trying to make me get it. Like, it's counterintuitive to if you're really concerned about their health. And a lot of this stuff is capitalistic. You know, it's a lot of people want to get businesses back going. Some countries I've seen that have shut down and allowed like curfews and that kind of thing, really kind of ended the whole thing a little bit sooner. But we're so in a rush to get back into the rat race that, and that's just my personal opinion, y'all. I'm just kind of just talking a little bit about this stuff because it's getting crazy. Like, with new variants every day, people saying, well, you're gonna have a booster every so often, and this and that and the other thing. And I'm like, man, well, if y'all didn't get it right the first time, I mean, you will. It's getting out of hand, y'all. So you Israelites, my Israelite family, and not just my Israelite family, it's a lot of people that watch the channel, Gentiles, right? That support what we're saying. They know what our people have gone through, and just everybody be safe out here. You know, if your spirit, if the Most High is telling you, man, this don't look right, well, then Moses didn't have no COVID vaccine 2,000 years ago. They weren't taking all this stuff, right? They were living a lifestyle that was in conjunction with health and wellness, right? Without needing all the man-made science. Now, I'm not one of those people that say don't get none and don't do this, but our family is striving to not have to trust in man as much as we can. We're trying to live a life. The Most High created this earth where you can live off the herbs and the minerals, and your body was set up to be able to function like that. The Most High created us to be able to live like that, a natural, organic kind of life. And we're just trying to do the best we can with this stuff. You guys, just in this season, drink a lot of water, man. I mean, wash your hands. Don't eat from other people. Just keep watching this stuff, what's going on, man. Because I really believe we're in the end times. And it's crazy. Like, I'm going to do a video on the 400-year prophecy of Genesis 15. But in 2019 in the fall, that's when COVID first hit China, right? And during that time period, after the whole year 2020 and 2021, it's been hell ever since. And it's mighty strange that August 2019 was the 400-year anniversary of when the first slaves were brought to Jamestown in 1619, African Americans to this country. It's mighty strange. A lot of people say, y'all ain't the people, y'all ain't the people. And to all my Gentile brethren, white, Korean, all different peoples, it's not hate speech. We love all people. My family and most Israelites I know don't teach hatred towards other people. What we teach is truth. For one group of humanity to be at the bottom means all of us are at the bottom. And it's crazy now that this COVID vaccine has shifted it from a race issue to if you got the vaccine or if you don't got the vaccine. It's getting crazy, y'all. It's like the new racism. Like I be at work and you feel discriminated against if you don't got the vaccine. And if you sneeze, God forbid, you got allergies like I get. And I get seasonal allergies that, man, you sniff or you blow your nose, everybody looking like he got the Rona. You know, it's just crazy, y'all. Like that stuff is crazy. Like you be living in fear. And I'm already a black dude, you know, I'm an Israelite, got my dreads, right? I usually wear a kufi most days at work. And I have my Star David, and folks be like, oh man, he on some. I heard one guy was like, oh, he gonna bomb threat, you know, because all this stuff is just going downhill. And a lot of Israelites are, man, I ain't touching the lollipop. I ain't fooling with that. I'm trusting the Most High. I'm an Israelite, got my fringes on, right? So it's like you just feel like an alien. I know a lot of Israel is going through that, and I just want to encourage my people, just hang out in there. Just hang on. I mean, I feel like we're in the end of the days. We're witnessing the Gentile power construct come down. And when I say that to all my Gentile brethren, what I mean by that is if you are a believer in Yeshua and the Christ of the scriptures, you should be excited as well. That the Most High is getting ready to judge this earth, and Christ is getting ready to return. He's going to restore his people and all those that believe on him as the scriptures have said. So it's an exciting time. I just want to encourage all people, just stand. Trust the Most High, that he has your back. Don't fear about your job and all these different things. Believe in God. You know what I'm saying? Believe in the Most High, the Creator, the mighty one of Yaakov, the Holy One of Israel, of Yeshua. Like, trust that God has your back, and that this is a dress rehearsal. This is like a quiz before the final exam. This is to test where your faith at. This is to show you where you're, okay, this is where I'm at. And I'm not bashing people that have got the vaccine or that haven't got the vaccine. I believe the Most High is faithful. But it is getting you warmed up to, if this stuff hit the fan, can you trust in the Most High and live a Fallout kind of world where, like, the Book of Eli or I Am Legend, like, I be thinking like that, like, man, this, and it's crazy, I Am Legend had a Batman vs. Superman symbol in the movie. You're like, man, this stuff is iconic. Like, what? So y'all just hang out in there. Don't live in fear either way. Just trust the Most High that he has you. Don't do anything out of fear. Don't do anything out of man saying you got to do this, because your motive is already wrong. Do it out of, okay, I do trust in this. I believe that there is a lot of science to support the vaccine. Let it be that kind of decision, not a coerced gun to your head, if you will, kind of coercion or somebody pushing you against the wall. Because then you got to check, like, is this Satan, right? The Most High is a gentleman. The Bible says Christ is a gentleman, y'all, that he knocks at the door. He know that a lot of people need him and they're rejecting him, but he's still not going to throw himself and say, you got to accept me. You got to accept me. That's another thing about the missionaries that went into Africa. Like, if y'all had the truth, believe you me, people would have come to that without, you come here, Kunta. Yeah, I mean, that might be, if Shawnee D deletes that, you know what I'm saying. But I just want to encourage everybody during this time of this pandemic, love your family, teach your children their history. What is going on right now is really going to make y'all's people better. Now you have an opportunity to spend more time with your family. You can be able to just fellowship and learn a lot of this history that the Most High is bringing out. So with that, y'all, I just want to bless y'all. I'm going to do another video where I'm kind of going into where I, 2022 declaration of where I see the Most High taking us in this season. That's going to piggyback off of this, right? Where the prophecy is looking like we getting down to the end of the wire. I'm going to talk more about Russia and Gog and Magog and communist China and that Russian alliance looking like the War of Armageddon, and how a lot of the nations are going to turn on Babylon the Great. America, and the Most High is going to use that to bring judgment on all the nations. And we're getting ready to make a Aliyah, or an Exodus, that's going to eclipse the first Exodus. All right, we're getting ready to go back to that land. And I just want to tell my Israelite brethren just to think like that. Think like us getting back to the land. Think about just getting financial wealth and the Most High, the wealth of the nations being returned back to his people, the meek inherit the earth, because we're getting ready to see that, y'all. So with that, y'all, I love y'all. Y'all be safe out here. Eat right. Get your body right. Just not your spirit, right? Not just learning this history and this word. The Most High wants you to prosper in every area, right? He wants you to prosper and be in health even as your soul prospers. And just be observant and watch the times. And with that, y'all, I love y'all with the love of the Most High in the name of his beloved son, Yeshua. Y'all be blessed and be safe out here. Shalom. All praises.